This is John Beath with Let's Talk Outdoors. I'm with Uncruise Adventures on the Wilderness Adventure. We're in Hoodsport and we're going to learn how to shuck an oyster.
Hi, my name is Lissa James. I'm from the Hama Hama Oyster Company and I'm here with our blue pool oysters, which are just fabulous this time of year, but first you have to get inside that shell. So we're going to talk about how to do that. Oyster Anatomy is really simple, but we're going to go over a few of the finer points. There's a pointy end, a rounded end, a cup side, and a flat side. And the reason it's important is that you need to know where to find the oyster muscle. And shucking involves first getting the knife in the shell, and the easiest point to do that is this what's called the umbo, which is the pointy end where the top shell and the bottom shell come together. And then once you have the knife in the shell, you need to try to find the muscle, which is what the oyster is using to hold the two shells together. So step number one is placing the oyster cup side down, hinge end towards me. I'm going to just make a little oyster lollipop. And this is really the only, I went too hard. This is the only dangerous part, but it's not really that hard. You can see I was trying to not press too hard. And so once you have the knife in, you want to turn it 90 degrees and slide on the top shell. And then I just was severing that muscle here from the shell, and then I'm going to sever the bottom muscle. And at this point, this guy is good to go. You can flip it over if you want to, but it's ready to eat.
All right, one more.
Okay. These are so easy to shuck that it's really hard to like. We're gonna go right in through the umbo here, and we're just forming a little oyster lollipop. So I'm gonna turn it 90 degrees, and then I'm gonna slide the knife inside on the top shell and just kind of scrape that top muscle off of the top shell. You can see that's dark spot is where the muscle is attached, yeah. And then I'm just gonna do the exact same for the bottom. Just kind of scrape it. And now he is ready to slurp.
Do you recommend flipping it over to make it come out easier?
Yeah, I really just like watching people try, with an oyster shell up to their face trying to get the oyster out. So I tend to flip it just to be sure that it's severed completely, that it's loose.
How to shuck an oyster, thanks. Where can people get your Hama Hama oysters?
We sell to restaurants across the country. You can also order online, or we're at 2 farmers markets in Seattle, the Ballard and U District Market, or at our farm store, which is just a few miles that way.
And what's the online site?
HamaHamaStore.com.
Thank you.